And then our grand finale will be with David Date, who is a designer and fabricator and artist based in Santa Cruz, who has some exceptional technical skills and a really great story about the playa providing. So let's go ahead and roll those stories.
I'm David Date, and this is my outdoor workspace in Santa Cruz, California, and I'm going to tell you the story about how he brought my sculpture, Myriapoda Robota, to life. Myriapoda is a mechanical centipede from the future, and through the culmination of interaction, she finds home on the playa. We accomplish this with these ultrasonic sensors that are embedded in every leg. Ultrasonic sensor plugs into an Arduino, and the Arduino controls our motor movements and our LEDs. It's Monday, it's hot, it's dusty, and we are at an impasse. Our LEDs are working, but we can't get our motors to fire. We're feeling pretty discouraged, and we're thinking about giving up. That's when a lady shows up on a Dragonfly art car. My husband built a mechanical centipede in 2007. You think he would come out here and give us a hand? 20 minutes later, Chris shows up. You gotta put the relays down, and then you can send current to the motors. It turns out that Chris is probably one of the leading experts at modifying this particular controller. So we swapped the line of code and Myriapoda came to life. We're tidying everything up and we're packing the computer into the belly of the centipede. One of our wire leads shorted to the motor controller. Myriapoda wasn't working anymore. So we got some jumper cables and we shorted the motors to the batteries. And that's how Myriapoda came to life on playa. Burning Man has taught me to let go of expectations and be trusting and at ease with whatever outcomes life has in store for me. I've been able to apply these lessons to my professional and my personal life. What has Burning Man taught you?
And David, I have a question for you. Your amazing Myriapoda Robota, brought it the first year, had trouble, brought it the second year, total success. Where is it now? What's it doing? You think it might come back to playa?
Oh, that's a good question. So it's sitting in a friend's field here in Santa Cruz, and we've got it covered up. But if we were going to bring it back, and I think that's probably in the realm of possibilities in the next 2 years. We're gonna probably have to do a complete rebuild and change out all the bearings and possibly find some heavier motors and maybe even reduce the gear ratios a little bit more. So that's yeah, I don't know, but last year I did a fun project. It's interesting because Myriapoda was the second rendition. I brought one in 2016, and then Merkaba, my giant star, I brought that in 2017. So the last 2 years has kind of been making up for previous projects that I felt that weren't complete. And so we revisit them, and we're improving every time.
Yeah, I have to say, from my perspective, it's fun to see, getting to work with an artist over, several years in a row and kind of being like, oh, of course. Oh, well, that makes sense that that's what you're doing next. And, it's really cool to see your evolution along with many others. So looking forward to seeing where you go from here next too. Thanks, David.
Thanks, Katie.